There was no reason to break here. There was no reason for you to burn out here. Okay, here you just know. Here, there was zero reason. You need to look at your meter. Okay, look at their burnout state. Look back at your meter. Okay, I need you to focus on that. Focus. DI is no good here. No bueno, no bueno. So they burnt themselves out. Cool. With that being said, you do not want to join them. That is not your prerogative. You have now removed your advantage and put it back in the middle. You do not want to put it back in the middle. Brother, we can't be autopiloting this hard. Okay, so we are watching a Zangief player on this fine afternoon. And if you're not sure, we do stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Early plug. Okay. All right. I'm not mad at it. Okay. When we're trying to deal with Gladius, all right, we want to walk out in and out of those ranges. All right. But I'm not mad at you. It's pretty fast. Okay. With that being said, what I am mad at you about is these jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel me? Like, this is not stable play. Okay. The reason why I say it's not stable play is because you're just doing things in the moment, right? You're not creating a game plan or structuring your game plan around what does his character want to do, what does my opponent want to do. Here, you're just trying to do what you want to do, right? And now we're just swinging around, we're doing the whatever. And then the reason why we don't want to play like this is because we want to increase our percentage of converting rounds. Okay, what do I mean by this? I mean, by doing all of this jumping and all of this randomness, you're making it a 50-50. Okay, at best it's a 50-50 whether you'll succeed or not in this situation. So if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you need some help. Lord knows I did at some point. But here's the thing, you want your favorite content creators to come and help you, but let's be real, they're charging like $60 per hour. You don't need that. But when I got you good. Over on this channel, I do free coaching sessions on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. EST. So what does that look like? I essentially go over your matches. I give you tools so that you can succeed the next time you open up rank. So once again, join my Discord. Wait till I'm live either on Tuesdays or on Thursdays 6:30 p.m. EST. Be there or be square. And yeah, I'm not your favorite pro, but I'm available. Those pros are not available. So once again, join the live, get better, and I'll help you improve. Back to the video. We want to increase your odds, and in order to increase your odds, you need to have a set game plan against your opponent's character. Feel me? Now, while this was successful, nice, again, nice. Okay, so this is how your mind should work as a Zangief players. Zangief players, pay attention, okay? Once I have noticed that my opponent likes to hold up, okay? I recognize this off of this engagement here. This engagement here would set my brain on fire, okay? Because I'm a grappler player too, I play Manon, right? When this happens, you need to switch your mindset to I'm going to try and get some grabs off to I'm going to frame trap them into buttons, because they're going to try and hold up on nearly every situation, because the thing that they're trying to avoid the most is your command grab, which opens them up to all of your buttons. Okay, here you just know. There was no reason to break here. There was no reason for you to burn out here. Okay, this is questionable in and of itself. I kind of let this rock. Here, there's no reason why you shouldn't have been able to whiff punish this, right? You need to be able to whiff punish this. It didn't hit you, right? This is standing medium punch chop, the chops. Okay, this is where you use your chops. You knock them down, you drive rush off of it, right? On this situation here, you held parry, okay? Fine, sure, whatever. It's already a bad decision, but we're gonna move past that, okay? The decision to drive rush when you seen them holding Gladius is not. You need to see what your opponent is doing and react in accordance with that. You can't just do the things that you want to do. Although I would love for all of us to do the things that we want to do, but in an ideal world, we can't. Because if everyone's trying to do what they want to do, then it doesn't work, because then I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do to you, because you're doing, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so with that being said, here there was zero reason. You need to look at your meter. Okay, look at their burnout state. Look back at your meter. Okay, I need you to focus on that. Focus. You cannot be burning yourself out like this. This is a free burnout. Not to mention, they're gonna be back in positive, right? By say around that half point, and then they can run their offense upon you. And you can't do nothing because you're in burnout. Okay? Again, careful with that jumping. Your goal here is to walk them to the corner, okay? They're gonna keep trying to walk back. This is good for us. However, with that being said, at some point, they're gonna try and hold forward. Or, in Marissa's case, you're going to try and Gladius to try and take some space back. Okay, in those cases, you need to be mindful of this and try to whiff punish the Gladius that will come. Like clockwork, baby. Like clockwork. Whiff punish this. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, even before it happened, I swear to you, I did not know that was going to happen. And people in the stream, you can watch stream. I didn't know that was going to happen. But I'm telling you, that's exactly where your mindset should be. Like clockwork. Hey. Unfortunate. No combos. Oh, he might burn himself out. Here you just should wait. Yeah. Now, oh. DI is no good here. No bueno, no bueno. I'd much prefer you try to instant drive rush into sweep as opposed to trying to DI there. Because let's say they decided to hold Gladius again in that situation instead of like jump, right? You still get hit. Because she'll tank the hit, and then you get punched in your face and you die, right? Good. You know he's gonna hold up. The reason why he said you know he's gonna hold up is because this guy is not comfortable blocking. Okay, against opponents that are not comfortable blocking, we got to make sure they are forced into situations where they have to block. Okay, with that being said, it is unfortunate. But luckily, this brother don't got combos. All you gotta do is hit him once. Oh my goodness. Oh, he burnt himself out. And you burnt yourself out. You see how we're putting ourselves into situations that... So, they burnt themselves out. Cool. Okay, with that being said, you do not want to join them. That is not your prerogative. Okay, right now you have like a 60-40 chance of converting this round, but by actively burning yourself out, okay, you have now removed your advantage and put it back in the middle. You do not want to put it back in the middle. Yeah, you can't be command grabbing. Okay, you can't be command grabbing. Come on, get your act together. You already seen this guy likes to hold up. Get your act together. Once you realize your opponent is not cool with that, wow. Once you realize your opponent is not cool with you trying to command grab them, you gotta switch your mindset. Okay, once your mindset switches to I'm going to pressure them with buttons and not with command grab, sometimes you can even end up killing your opponent with not even using a single command grab. How does this work? It's because there's so much fear around your command grab that you don't even need to use it. And people will just bend to your will exactly the way you want to, just because they're afraid of the command grab. Hey. Yeah, exactly. The same situation that I mentioned before, right? They're going to be walking back, and then they're going to charge Gladius at some point. Okay. Yeah, it happens to me too. I don't blame you for it happening. Chance, you just have to hit him. Oh. Brother, you just have to... How many times has this engagement happened? This engagement has happened like 3 to 4 times now. Okay, brother, we can't be autopiloting this hard. Okay, it just can't happen. That engagement happened like 3 or 4 times, and we did the exact same thing, and then we lost the exact same way every time. We can't keep doing that. Okay, let's get on to the next one. All right, so now that we're in this second game, let's see if there's any adjustments. Okay, cool. Oh boy. Okay, I didn't realize we was playing Guilty Gear. Play the Guilty Gear music real fast. Okay. I didn't realize we was flying. High School Musical. Okay, this is cool. It's fine. Anti-air, good. Although while I think you could, brother. Please. Let the setup go. Please. Okay? We can't keep doing the same setup on knockdown every time, bro. There's no shot. We can't do it. He could kill you, but he has no combos. Yeah. Okay. We gotta make sure we can't keep using the same setup. Okay, the same setup that is making us lose. You keep going for. You can't autopilot this hard. Nice try. That's unfortunate. That's a Zangief problem. You know, I think even James Chen, even today, literally today, there was a tweet from James Chen talking about it. Okay. Thank you. You learned. And we could have definitely done something a little bit better, but he definitely learned the fact. Punish that. Nice. Ooh. Okay. I guess. Okay. Don't burn yourself out, please. Okay. In this situation where you can't get away from this, you need to make a split decision. Okay. You either need to decide that you're going to sweep here, or you're going to jump here, or even crouch and medium kick here. Right? We got to make a decision, because we know that if we take this, we will be burnt out. Right? But we don't want to be burnt out. So in this case, we want to make a decision. Okay, that is either use a low button or something that hits around the leg region. Doesn't necessarily have to be a low, but it has to hit in that region, right? Or we try and jump over this. Nice anti-air. Wait, why? What happened? Okay, we got the anti-air. Sweet. Did we kept pressing it after it confirmed? Okay. Yeah, we have to play a little bit chill here. That's fine. You can eat these. I actually like this play. Okay. Beautiful. Now after you got your hit here, there should be no reason why you're not pulling up on this advantage. Why not? Why not? Huh? They're gonna hold up. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the name of the game. I get there's a little bit of fear of like level 2, wake up level 2. At the same time, this man has been just holding up and trying to get out of every situation. That you can definitely pull up on this. Nice. That's a good anti-air right there. Notice how when you're staying on the ground and not trying to jump the entire time, you can anti-air them consistently and make sure that this annoying style of ugliness does not succeed. Oh boy. Okay, this is good. So, if for those who do not know, let me teach you a little teaching moment here, okay? If they do not charge Gladius and just throw it out like this, you can DI it, okay? However, with that being said, if they decide to charge it and then you DI into it, it will either A, tank the hit and then hit you as a punish counter, or B, it'll armor break you while it hits you. Okay. However, if they decide to do it like this, just raw diggity, no charge, you can get them for it. Okay. Okay, we gotta. Even if we did like drive rush sweep here, I would have preferred it, right? Just because we know this brother don't block. Wow. DI again. We need to be very careful with DI because if our opponent catches wind of this, then it's straight wraps. Oh, he killed himself. Yay, EX. Beautiful. Pack him up like a stack. Ay. All right, so again, we need to make sure that we're creating a game plan, right? Because the way we're playing right now, we're leaving it up to chance and we're 50-50ing the situation, whether we'll win or whether we won't, right? We need to stay on the ground, become a wall that is difficult to pass, okay? Once you get your initial hit, I want you drive rushing off of it and checking them to make sure that they stop moving. Okay, once our opponent stops moving on defense, that's when we can start enacting our grab, but not before then. If we notice that our opponent is holding up all the time, we need to meaty them properly. Otherwise, you're going to keep holding up and you're going to keep getting blown up. Okay, let's go on to the last game here. All right, we're going to fight with all our heart. Let's see what's up. Wow, this was okay. We need a better route than this. Okay, we need a better route than this. 110% here. Okay, we can't just do lariat. It's a waste of a good hit here. Oh, and we've returned. We've returned. Play the Guilty Gear music. We've returned. Yeah, you can't do that. Exactly like what I'm saying. If they do a raw diggity no charge, you can do that. But if they charge that joint, is no bueno. Okay. Now you just gotta walk him. Now you just gotta walk him, try and whiff punish it. But you can't. You can't do this. You gotta slow down, okay? You gotta slow down, brother. Cool. They're gonna hold up. You see how you was just hitting joints? Although I'd prefer you would have a set game plan off of your jump ins. You see how you was just hitting joints? And he was just can't do anything. Right? And then we're back to we need to stay on the ground. We are holding up way too much. Way too much. This is good. Do it again. There we go. Unfortunate. But so you see how you're able to hit them? This is cool. Okay, we're cool with this. We're cool with all of this. Now, the next level is that we need to develop a game plan. The reason why is because we need to be safe against someone just doing this. Right? We need to develop a game plan for that. So, can't do that. Good. Do it again. Yep, do it again. Yep, do it again. You see what I'm saying? Like, your opponent is not thinking about you. Your opponent is holding up. Now, you need to recognize the fact that your opponent is holding up and you need to jail them better. Okay? Now, while this is fine, or at least okay of a situation, you want to be hitting them while they're getting up so that they don't get into this juggle state. Right? Because if they're in this juggle state, then they're gonna try and do something. Right? This man is holding up, back, and DI at the same time, bro. It's really wild. It's wild in these platinum streaks, bro. Okay. GG's. Okay. So let's talk about the things that we gotta do in order to convert more rounds, bro. Because we playing too much Guilty Gear, brother. Let's pop in there. Let's get it. Let's learn, okay? Because there are a couple of things that I do want to go over. Let's get it. Okay, now that we are in the lab, let's go over a couple of things, okay? The first thing that I wanted to go over is this situation here where you're walking them towards the corner, right? Especially when they are in burnout, right? When they're in burnout, a lot of the time what they're going to try and do... let me turn off some of my recordings. Right. A lot of the time what they're going to try and do, they're going to try and walk back. And when they try to walk back, we whiff punish those hits, right? And then we can pull up on them like so, right? And then once we're in on their face, we can pretty much do whatever we want. Right? On top of which, if we see them charging, we can also interrupt it with lows. Okay? So that is the main weakness of the charge punch, right? Because unfortunately, you can't charge and react to it because it gives armor break as well. It would be very cool if you could do that, but you can't do that, so you gotta use your low, right? Ideally, you don't want to use your crouching medium kick because it doesn't net you any sort of reward. Can't drive rush, can't really special move, cancel off of it. But sweep gives you the whole situation that you're looking for, right? So we can either try and get in that space and try to hit it once we see it, like this. Or we want to try and whiff punish it the moment we see them. Ooh, the moment we see them stop moving, we try and whiff punish it with sweep, right? And then once we get the sweep off, we can drive rush off the situation and start our pressure that way, right? There was another situation here where they would jump at you a lot, and you would use EX here, right? You can use the normal one to get it. Oh, I am not graded it. Okay. And then you can push up on that situation however you see fit, right? So we want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that situation a little bit better. On top of which, they on knockdown, they would mash so unbelievably hard. It is insane. So in a lot of these situations, they would try and they would try and move, right? Oh, let me do it normally, right? In this situation, no matter what they try and do, they can't really do anything, right? They have to hold you in this situation. Okay, what our opponent was doing in particular was holding up on this situation. We want to make sure that we're stopping that as often as possible. And our opponent was showing us the fact that they would decide to our opponent was showing the fact that they are more than willing to try and up back consistently. And if that's the case, we keep hitting them, right? We make sure that we keep hitting our opponent. And even if, say, that whiffs, look where we are in terms of spacing, right? Now look where we are in terms of spacing, off of 2 meter, and then now we're exactly where we want to be. Boom, we can pressure, we can do our thing here from this range. You feel me? So that's kind of what we want to take advantage of. Want to make sure that we're using sweep to whiff punish, and then sometimes on occasion it's perfectly fine to try and just whiff punish or drive rush in and try to sweep this, you know. Or if we want to try doing this at max range, that is also an acceptable answer at times. We don't want to abuse it, but sprinkle it in, right? We want to make sure, oh god, we want to make sure it's at tip range, so it's a little bit harder to punish. Or we can even do this, right? Makes it a little bit harder to punish, that sort of thing, because we want to make sure that their lives is as annoying as possible, right? You want to slowly, your objective is to, this is your mini game as Zangief, okay? Although it may change how it's done, the mini game is to walk your opponent to here. This is your goal. Your goal is to have them trapped here. Then they're going to try and jump out the corner. Boom, we keep them there and we keep pressuring them like so, right? We want to make sure that their lives is as uncomfortable as possible while we're running our offense. You feel me? Anyways, those are the things that I wanted to go over. Any questions?